Welcome back to Character Select. Dave, Kylen, DCL, back for Metal Gear Solid 5. The Phantom Pain.
Horse.
I gotta remember how to... Oh, that's not what I want.
I am already feeling Phantom Pain, so...
Whoa!
It's okay, you're gonna feel the pain a lot more when we have to wait for the loading screen on missions.
Oh, that's what the Phantom Pain is. Gotcha, loading screens, yeah.
It's not actually the loading... okay, so it's loading screens and the travel time. Get used to it.
Well, so the good news is, I have this on my M2 drive, so maybe it won't be that bad.
The loading screens,
nice.
though. The
I just
travel
got one of those
times,
too.
yes.
I would like
M2s are pretty great.
I would like to point out that no matter how bad the loading screens are in this game, they will never, ever, ever be as bad as the loading screens in Metal Gear Solid 4.
Oh god, you're... Ah, man, you're right. You're right. I've forgotten.
Alright, so this is a new recording session. The fucking hour-long episode of fucking Ground Zeroes kind of forced us to stop at the last point, but I had to remember how to play this game. That's not. That's aim.
Hold it. There's a Soviet guard post. There are bound to be guards. Take a look with your binoculars. Put the enemy in the center of your field of view.
Okay. So when you see somebody, they get marked, and as long as they're marked forever until they leave the battlefield or
You're
die.
supposed to not shoot anybody right now, right?
Eh,
Highly discouraged.
eh.
Hey, there's a fire over there. There's probably some dudes around the fire.
So, I forget if we mentioned it, but in Metal Gear Solid 5, you're not exactly playing the guy who doesn't want to kill people, so the game actually doesn't penalize you on your score, on your end score, if you go guns blazing.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to go out on a mission of vengeance, Big Boss is absolutely justified in that at this point, so go for it.
Yeah, if you go, like, balls to the wall, just loud and proud, shoot everything, what the game times you on, then is, like, how fast you do it.
Yeah.
So you can rather go slow and methodical and stealth through and still kill people and not be penalized, or you can just, like, shock and awe.
So, before we start killing people, and we're gonna get to this
For the
probably
record, we will.
Yeah.
Sight, sound. Keep all your enemy senses in mind.
Yeah, the AI in this game is actually not terrible.
And move slowly.
Oh yeah, speaking of them, they will start adapting to whatever tactics you use. So if you keep going heavy weapon style, right, they'll start really arming up and being prepared for a fight. And if you just keep tranking people in the head, they'll start wearing more helmets and you have to shoot them off. And eventually they'll just get, like, I think helmets that are invulnerable to tranking unless you get them right in the eye slit.
Yep.
Because the hitboxes in this game are also amazing.
That's cool.
Like, it's called the aggression system.
So the more you can play like a ghost who doesn't even have an effect on the battlefield, the easier it will be later.
Wrong button.
Dude. Smoking kills.
Alright. So let's interrogate this fucker, right?
Spit it out.
Talk.
Извини, я не знаю английского.
Boss, you don't understand what he said? I guess that makes sense. It looks like that horn stuck in your head has impacted the language center of your brain. If only we had a recruit with the Russian interpreter skill, we could get by with simultaneous interpretation.
So, we cannot interrogate this guy because we can't understand Russian.
Boss no longer speaks Russian.
Mm-hmm. Alright. You know what, buddy? Take a load off.
Don't leave bodies out in the open.
Yes, I know. I am a stealth master.
A portable toilet.
I mean, you do have a,
Take a dump.
The enemy doesn't decide to use it. Same goes for
To be
hiding
fair-
downed enemies in it.
he does have a large amount of shrapnel in his head, so, you know.
He has a large amount of shrapnel in him. Everywhere.
Well, also true.
Yeah, they didn't pull that shit out.
That's a rough diamond. Good find. It'll fetch a high price.
Oh yeah, there's also the R&Ds, the base system. Money's gonna
Yep,
be
that's all gonna come back. In a better way than they did it with,
I agree with you, and I also disagree with you.
Post captured.
I like how you shot him in the head and got the emblem fat for that.
I was like, wait, what are you implying, game? So,
Yeah, fat head.
when you kill or otherwise neutralize everybody at a guard post, the guard post is neutralized. Nobody will ever show up here. Until you leave the entire area, in this case, Afghanistan, and then come back.
What about dude who's gonna wake up eventually? Is he just gonna, like, fuck off?
He's gonna gonna wake up in the toilet. He's gonna be like, I guess I'm taking a dump, and stay there for the rest of his life.
I mean, if I woke up and all my friends were dead, I'm pretty sure I'd fuck off from wherever I was.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
There we
Call
go.
D-Horse. There's
Yeah.
D-Horse.
Where's the horse? There's the horse.
It says right on the menu, call D-Horse.
Yep. That's not the button I wanted.
You know it is.
That's just bullets. Ooh, here we go. Common metal. Common metal.
Materials are already processed.
We'll get more into that later.
Handy sooner or later. Why not start gathering them?
What is this reminding me? Resource oh. Open world resource gathering? This is just The Witcher.
Enemy outpost.
This is what?
It's just basically The Witcher, right? Like,
Kinda,
I'm.
but this was before The Witcher 3.
Is there anywhere that
was it
Wait,
really?
what?
Yeah.
What?
Witcher 3, this was 2015.
What the?
The Witcher 3 was like
Huh.
2016 or 2017.
Wow, that would make this one of the first, like, open world.
Wait. Witcher 3 was initial release date 2015. I don't know which one came first. But,
So if they were simultaneous development.
Oh wait, it was September and then May. So technically, Metal Gear was first, but you know, development times. Still, that fucking.
So then-
I don't know. Maybe it's just because of my fucking Metal Gear raging boner, but 5 still looks pretty good to me. I always
5
thought it
No,
came
this
out
game
later.
looks great. This game looks
Amazing.
great.
And it ran like fucking butter even back on my old machine.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
like
a dude.
this is not a game that suffers from 6 years of being on the market. Like, this is.
However, the downside of that is that it looks amazing because the development costs were extremely high. So,
Oh, sure.
spoiler alert, there is an entire mission that wraps up most of the game that was cut.
Oh, surprise, surprise.
Yeah,
So-
eventually Konami was just like, knock, knock, the Piper's done. The Piper's like, here, we just want this game shipped now.
Yeah.
Well, that's dumb.
No,
I mean, to be fair, Kojima didn't even want to make this game in the first place, and they were just like, no, we want another Metal Gear. So he's just like, alright, fuck you, I'm gonna make the best Metal Gear. It was a whole mess, and I don't
Yeah.
remember all the details because I've heard conflicting reports. Also,
so
I'm a huge
if,
Kojima fan. So I'm
so
biased.
if The Witcher 3 and
Oh, shit.
this were developed simultaneously
yeah.
and are very similar, then what was it that genesis this idea?
To be honest, like, I would say this came, like, they probably did this first, and he experimented with it on Peace Walker, because let me look where Peace Walker came out.
Peace Walker was 2011. No,
2010.
2009.
Well,
sorry,
sure,
2009.
but that didn't do that Peace Walker had the base system, but it did not do this sort of sandboxy resource gathering
no.
stuff.
Did not.
Well, I mean, that's just, like, the obvious next step, right?
The game
Well-
you're thinking of, Kylen, is Assassin's Creed.
Oh,
Even-
you know what? You're right.
Even then, like, I don't think, like, there's plenty of games where it's just, like, you collect resources out in the open world. I don't think it's, like, that big of a step
Hmm.
to get the idea and implement that. And, like, Metal Gear Solid, I think, well, did Witcher have a new engine?
Witcher 3 had a new engine, yes.
Okay.
Witcher
okay, so
1
they
and Witcher
prob-
2 had the same engine. Witcher 3, they created a new one.
Yeah. Okay.
I think 2 was where they created their engine. Because 1 was built on the Aurora engine.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah, and then I think they made the new engine for 2. I don't know if they did it again for 3.
Walking
All I know is-
along with my friend. Alright.
Metal Gear Solid 5 had the entire Fox engine developed it for it, and then they had to develop it again because Konami are a bunch of assholes and would rather use that for pachinko rather than give it to somebody else so they can make another game.
And
But,
then
you
they
know,
made Death
corporation.
Stranding, yeah.
Yeah, they had to remake basically the Fox engine from scratch just to do Death Stranding.
Which, to be fair, most of the team that made the Fox engine were part of Death Stranding, so they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, it's just they had to waste the time to redo it because Konami are a bunch of fucking asshats.
Oh. Did you hear my watch beep in the game, Kylen?
I did.
It's now 6 o'clock. The sun is setting.
Day and night cycle.
Should be a command post somewhere.
They will have a harder time seeing me at night.
If there are clues to
Oh, right, because you only have 3 days to rescue Miller, right?
Correct. I'm looking for a place to hide this dingus. Where's the fucking outhouse? Jesus. Alright.
Dump him in the water, will he drown?
No. He will now.
Не делай этого.
Ouch.
Alright.
Executed.
Well, I needed him to not wake up.
Sun's down already. It goes
Oh,
without saying that
damn it.
darkness is good for infiltration, but your vision will be affected just the same.
Oh, and they're not kidding, by the way.
Who knows when you'll
When it gets dark, it gets dark. I killed that guy, and I really could have just fucking
looks big enough to hide.
thrown him in here. God damn it.
You could stash a downed enemy in there or hide in it yourself. Just don't stand too close to me afterward.
Ah, fuck. So, you can see that they're like, wait, I think I saw something. They're now looking to see if they can confirm what they saw. And he is convinced that he saw enough of something that he's going to come investigate. If he only catches a glimpse, he will be like, what the hell was that? I must be imagining things. And then he'll just walk away. Go back to his post. See? Just like that. And he did it again. Just put another magazine in there. All the weapons in this game also have really weird names. This is an AM MRS-4. This is an M4, essentially, in all the name. Maybe a Car 15 if you want to get really into the weeds. Bonk.
So it's got to be the impossible popularity and longevity of Skyrim that did this, right?
No, like, Skyrim didn't even have that much resource managing and open world stuff.
I don't.
Skyrim is just one big open world.
Has Kojima ever really talked about what inspired him to do kind of the big open world thing? I don't think he has.
Not really. Like I said, once again, I imagine it's just the logical next step. You do enough like closed off systems, and it's just like, hey, let's do an open world one.
Really, no such thing as a logical next step. There's always a trail.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, look, as an art, like as a creative person, right? You obviously you see things they inspire you.
Fuck.
And it's not like the concept of open world didn't exist before. But it's like you didn't have to get it specifically from somebody. Just look at open world and go like, hey, you know what? I bet I could pull that off too.
Yeah, I'm not talking about this specifically. I just mean the trend in general, right?
Oh.
Because, like, it is a trend.
Well, I don't think it started with Skyrim, because I'm pretty sure we had way more open world stuff before that. I wouldn't know the exact history.
For the record, they have no idea where I am. See? They're like shooting over that way, and they're like, what the hell? Where is he? They have no idea where I am.
Hey, that's
So we need to come here, and...
boss, leave the intel files till later. The enemy's on combat alert.
Also, note that we have no combat alert indicator. At all. We don't know how long it's going to be until the enemies are out of combat alert. We just have to wait.
Don't you eventually get something that tells you?
Maybe. Might be the intel team that does it.
Well, I'm trying to Google figuring out what were like the first main open world games.
Looks like the enemy's lost
It looks like I'm doing the same thing, just curiosity while I'm watching. It looks like it's actually Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would make sense.
That
yeah,
sort
I
of-
don't know what.
Yeah.
I don't know
Also-
why that didn't come to mind.
Look at this fucking magic technology in 1984.
I know, right?
Optical character
mean-
scanning plus holographic imaging? Jesus Christ.
We just forgot a bunch of shit on the way to Metal Gear Solid 1.
Extraction.
Now we know where Miller is.
Base.
I'm marking it on your iDroid.
The map has been
Alright.
Clearly, the end of the Cold War caused technology to stagnate.
So,
Well, we don't need all this stuff to kill Russians anymore, so I guess we'll just throw it away.
there we go. They can no longer communicate with their CP. It's hard to tell, but they're freaking out because they can't properly communicate. Or because they heard gunshots, you know, that too.
Usually, the combination of the two would have me in terror.
There's also a shit ton of stuff that we can do here, and none of it is worth doing yet, so we're just gonna go.
Yeah, you
Like-
still got like 1,000 meters to travel.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd just be jetting it.
I mean, we've still got, like, 54
No,
hours.
Yeah, but how many hours do you think you're gonna need to get out?
marker removed.
Cute.
So yeah, it does look like GTA is probably the like modern progenitor of this style of game. But if anybody has a better idea in the comments, let us know.
GTA was doing open world for quite a long time.
Like, this,
Yeah.
this is still very much mission-based, but it is later possible to just be like, hey, I just want to go to Afghanistan and just roam around. You don't have to do the missions.
Well, but it doesn't. Mission based is okay, right? It's just the concept of here's the thing, go do it however you kind of want to,
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
right? Here's a space, go do the things that you need to do in the space, right?
Yeah.
With choices along the way and stuff, like all of the modern Assassin's Creed games and The Witcher 3 and this and Horizon Zero Dawn, right? All of these are the same style of game. Ghost of
No.
Tsushima, there's another one.
well, I mean, they're all open world. I would really hesitate to say they're all the same style of game. Like Assassin's Creed and Horizon Zero Dawn, and like all the games you listed, they all have very different game feels to me.
Yeah, but they're all the
I-
same
I
basic
played-
concept.
I played many hours of Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Horizon Zero Dawn. They're basically the same.
Okay, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is a different. Okay, so to be fair, Assassin's Creed Odyssey and the Assassin's Creed games like before that, before they went to Egypt, are very different games.
Oh no, I understand that, and that's why I'm talking about this modern interpretation of this concept, right? Not because you're right. The earlier Assassin's Creed games are very different.
And that's what I was thinking of, because I actually haven't played the modern new ones.
Oh, got him.
Odyssey's pretty good. It's long, but it's good.
Those,
but like-
I struggle with liking Ubisoft games. I don't know. There's always too much empty, busy work that I don't feel compelled by, but I didn't try it personally.
Okay, so that's some copyrighted music. Uh-oh. Shit.
Your suppressor's no longer effective.
They
Bear in mind, your weapon will be loud from now on.
Hi, buddy.
Just stab them.
in case anybody needs to know, but they blinded us with something. It
I
may or may
can't
not have
stab.
been science.
What I can do...
Is punch.
Well,
Or kick. That works too.
Ow.
wake up.
Are you gonna kick him to death?
Go to sleep. Wake up. Okay, we're good.
I think you killed him. Stop, he's already dead.
Damn it, now I need another fucking suppressor. So, there's a whole bunch of 80s music in this game, and it's hilarious because one of the more prominent songs in the game that they licensed, that we can't play on the channel, unfortunately, is a song from 1985. And this game is set in 1984.
Oh, pre-release. So what exactly do you do? Do you just mute the whole soundtrack when that happens?
Probably. If it gets really bad. It depends on what YouTube is going to block. Alright. Apparently I did not take over that guard post. That's annoying. Why did I not take over that guard post?
There's a dude hanging down here somewhere.
D-horse.
God damn it, D-Horse.
Watch out for doors. Yeah, I love the movement in this game.
So
It's
good.
it's very fluid.
Looks very smooth, yeah.
And there's a lot of
Like-
look, if you want to see the bullshit you can pull off in this game, watch anything that Big Sorrow puts up.
Yep. Well, it's going to be funny once we get some of the more ridiculous gadgets, like the cardboard box makes its triumphant return, because of course it does, but
And
there's
it is legitimately amazing in this game.
it is, yes.
Like, you can actively use the cardboard box. It is really good.
I still like the dive out of the cardboard box thing.
Yes, that's also one of the really good reasons why it's really good. And you can use it to slide down things. I love the cardboard box in this game.
It's really good. They kind of went nuts with everything in this game, Kylen. Let's be honest.
Yeah, there's a lot of gadgets where you can use literally only the one gadget and, like, dominate most of the game with it. And then switch to another gadget and still have almost the same experience.
I mean, you have said that this is a game developed out of spite, so I'm not really that surprised.
You've reached one day. They've got Miller
It's
locked up
like
in that town.
it's like malicious compliance, right?
No.
You want a Metal Gear game, huh? Okay,
I guess
I'll give you a fucking Metal Gear game.
I'll give you the biggest goddamn Metal Gear game ever. Fuck you.
Exactly.
It's gonna cost you all the money.
Okay, so this is day one, day hire. There's a guy in a searchlight there. Let's see what else we can see. But yeah, you basically have to do your own scouting. Later in the game, you can get things where people will tell you that certain things are potentially nearby. But if you want to know specifically where
There's
a dude
one.
is, where?
Up,
Oh yeah.
up on that wall.
Specifically where a dude is, you have to use your binoculars.
I
And
remember
then-
getting items that ought to make this process a lot faster.
Yes.
But that's like later in the game. I don't know, I played a lot of Metal Gear Solid 5, and it's all just a blur of fun and then misery as I waited for the helicopter to drop me off at a mission point.
Also, you hear that fuzz, the background, like, white noise? This is also a directional microphone,
I noticed that. Yeah.
which is actually kind of cool. Are they still on fucking alert? What the fuck?
Yeah, you destroyed their communications. They're just like, oh shit, people are attacking our
There's
bases.
another one. Down and right. Right, down. There.
Gotcha.
So this is the part where you murdered them all, right?
No, because I don't have a suppressor, so I might knock them all out.
Time to go loud and proud, boys.
I mean, that's what's going to happen anyway. We all know it.
Look!
Probably want to destroy probably want to aim for the communications first, so you're not getting reinforcements.
Their communications are way
Secondary.
over there. I can't... Well... No, I can't hit that.
Well, I mean, not right now, obviously. You want to go for it.
Do I have...
After the second or third guy we take out in stealth, someone's going to walk by that we didn't see, and then it's going to be guns, guns, guns until everyone's dead.
Hey, don't say we didn't see. I'll have you know I'd be much stealthier. Thank you. Even though I am as equally as blind.
Ladies and gentlemen, place your bets, place your bets. Next time on Character Select, will Dave get spotted immediately, or will he stealth this like a badass motherfucker? Badass motherfucker gets 20 to 1 odds.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And that's only because that's all the money I have. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. And I will put $2 down on stealth it like a motherfucker and $20 down on actually getting spotted.
I see how you work those odds.
Your 50s announcer is pretty good there, Dave. I like that.